All right, what's up, guys? So I've been getting a lot of questions on my most recent show. Just how did I place? How did I feel about where I placed? And just what am I planning on doing next? So I ended up placing 4th place out of 6 in my class. After looking at some of the pictures and just reviewing what people have sent to me, I mean, it's fair. I think I kind of spilled over a little bit and just didn't really come in that sharp. There was also some last minute changes to my posing, but that's here nor there. I don't think that really played too big of a part on far as my placing goes. I mean, at the end of the day, it's on me. My mind just wasn't fully there or in it. Just about a few weeks prior to the show, I went to a national show, and just to kind of see what the competition's like. I've never been to one, just wanted to get a feel for it. And after going to that, I took a hard look in the mirror and was like, yeah, I'm not at that level quite yet, and I still have some growing to do to even compete with some of those boys. And yeah, so then it just kind of bled into my mind of like, well, why am I doing this show? It's not like I'm not going to be going to a national show. And it kind of just killed my drive a little bit. But I mean, I was already locked in, committed, and so I had to follow through. And I mean, I'm glad I did. And I learned some lessons along the way, and I'm just gonna do my best to take what I learned and have a good, productive growth season and see where it takes me. As far as feeling and how I feel about how I placed, I kind of, touched on that. I mean, I'm not upset anymore. It stung a little bit initially. I will say, like, that placing definitely humbled my ass real quick. And I mean, I'm actually kind of glad, because it's just kind of gonna give me that fuel to really push even more and to come back even better. And I mean, as far as what's next, I'm still kind of figuring that out. I mean, I've talked about taking a year off and then competing again. I'm not sure if I'm going to be coming back that soon, or maybe I'll take 2. I'm figuring it out and just kind of taking it week by week right now. And so I just figured it'd be easier to make something like this instead of trying to answer, I don't know, the 15, 20 people that have been asking about all of this and how my mental state is and what I placed, and my family asking. And instead of just repeating myself over and over and over again, just having this video for people to know what's going on. I don't blame anybody, or I'm not completely destroyed by placing where I did. I guess I'm just gonna take this time to slowly get back into everything. Right now, I'm back on my meal plan. I'm currently trying to do my reverse diet, and like I said, just taking it week by week and just evaluating as I go. Right now, Maria and I are about to go hit the gym, get a good solid pump. I'm doing legs, she's doing some glutes, and we're gonna just have some fun with it. All right, so something I just realized that I forgot to add on to the original topic is the judges' feedback. So the judges basically told me that I have the classic look, that I should remain in classic. However, I need to work on widening my back, widening my shoulders. They also said I just didn't come in very conditioned, which, I mean, leads into me like the whole like spilling over, because I mean Friday morning when I checked in, I felt like I was looking pretty crisp, and then once again throughout peak week my sleep was not great. It was absolutely fucked. I was just having really hard time just getting good quality sleep and sleep in general. So I think that kind of just like also compiled onto everything else with just dealing with life stressors of my current custody situation, and that's a whole other fucking story for another time. But regardless, judges basically told me to bring on my back and widen it out. Same with my shoulders, come in more conditioned. And the last piece was, oh, and I needed to have more quad detail, which I already kind of knew all of this going into the show, so it's not much of a surprise. And then the last piece was that my tan wasn't dark enough. I can see what they're talking about as far like after looking at the photos. I was more of like a golden brown, and not so much just a darker color or whatever. Just in comparison to the other guys, like you could definitely tell that my tan was a lot lighter than the other guys, which it is what it is. Not blaming anybody. I still think I thought I had an excellent tan. It was just not what they were looking for, and it was too light. So it is what it is, and moving on. And like I was saying before, I don't blame anyone. I'm not upset. I'm not just like, I needed a couple days to just gather my thoughts, recenter myself, and not fire off the hip based on emotions. Because I was a little emotional, like after the show, of being upset where I placed, and that's completely fair. I mean, I put in a lot of hard work, and I mean, I thought I was gonna do better. Well, I didn't, and just gotta take it on the chin, learn, and pick myself back up and get the fuck after it. So here we are, back on plan, slowly working my way back into the gym. Didn't do anything too serious, just got a good leg pump, and yeah, I had a good time in there. And I mean, it feels good to have the meals, my meals back. It was nice enjoying myself over the weekend, not gonna lie, but I'm glad I can reel it back in, and my body's thanking me for it. So yeah, that's basically everything. And I guess the other piece is like, what am I going to do moving forward? Something I didn't really dive too deep or touch on very much is that right now I'm going to be going just through a health phase. I'm dialing back on supplements. I am getting blood work done here in about 3 weeks. And then after I get those labs back, that's when I'm going to kind of reassess, reevaluate, but probably continue moving on with a little bit of the health phase before moving harder into like a growth phase. But we'll just see what the labs say and just kind of go from there. But I plan to just kind of continue documenting like this throughout my growth phase, my health phase, just, or the entire fucking off season, whatever you want to call it, progress phase, whatever the fuck terminology you want to use. Just throughout the course of the next year, and something for me to just look back on. And if people want to follow along and see what the fuck I'm up to, well, I'll be making more videos of talking like this, and also doing workouts.